If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. I got the rap patrol on the Gap patrol. Foes that want to make sure my casket's closed. Rap critics that say he's money cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid, what type of facts are those? If you grew up with hoes in your zap of toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like my lyrics, you can press fast forward.
Okay, so I'm standing here with Moonmiender. Tell us about yourself, man.
I'm Moonmiender, I'm a HoN pro, and I live stream a lot.
Okay. So you want to tell us about like how you got into competitive gaming?
Didn't really get to it, just got picked up. People asked me to join the team. Pretty much Trout messaged me and like, hey, you want to play? I'm like, sure. That's how I got picked up. Pretty much.
Do you have any other experience in any other esport than HoN?
Dota, back in Singapore a couple years ago. Just a couple local tournaments here and there, that's about it.
Okay, man. And do you want to tell me like what's like the pros and cons of being the suicide player?
Pros and cons of being a suicide player. The pros is you're not expected to do well as a suicide player because you really end the farm and everything. But the con is since I'm Moonmiender, I'm always expected to make the big plays. So it's like it doesn't work really well. So it's like a pro and con for being a suicide player.
Okay, sweet. So what do you think about like Sweden and DreamHack so far?
Sweden's great. The food is okay. The weather could be better. But the atmosphere of DreamHack is awesome. Where people can like wear whatever they want, and you get to see like people congregate as one, the gaming community, all different sorts of games, and play together. And I think that's pretty awesome. This will never happen in the States, man.
And one last question, if you could describe yourself, just 3 words.
Sidestep God.
I ain't past the bar, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my shit. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
Hello, my name is Jonas Lindholm, also known as Jonas of Fem. I play the Suicide/Solo for Team Q Squad.
Alright, what interests you about HoN and MOBA games in general?
It's just, I've always been into the team games. Like, I first started out with playing Counter-Strike 5v5, and I always like competed in team sports in whole my life, so like I really like to play with a team and not like solo games, so that's why I chose the MOBA.
How do you enjoy your role as a suicide player in Q Squad?
You don't really expect your suicide to do anything, so when you do something, like it's really good for a team.
Who do you think will win here at DreamHack and why?
We will, of course.
Okay, so I'm standing here with Insania from TDM, and this is before his first semi-final match. And Insania, want to talk about like what you do in TDM and your role and so on?
I am the hard support player for TDM, and I do all the courier microing, all the stupid shit. That's about it.
Okay, sweet. And you want to tell us like about how you got into HoN?
I first got into HoN after playing Dota 1. Really casually, I played on Garena. We played Swift played Rasta every single game, and we thought it was super overpowered. Then I started with HoN and actually got pretty good. Nova helped me improve quite a lot, and that's how I got to where I am today.
Okay, so you've never played any other competitive game except for HoN?
I actually played competitive Guild Wars. Not too proud of it, but
How's DreamHack been so far?
DreamHack's been amazing. There are so many fans here, and it's so much fun to meeting them. And it's been crazy. We've had these like mice toss-outs. We've had an overpacked HoN booth, which I think is the first time ever. And the tournament's been so good. It's been so much competition. Every team has really proven themselves, and you've not been secure going into any game. I mean, we lost the game to the Thailand team, which I honestly went in with the attitude that we're not going to die against. So yeah, it's been amazing. Really good.
Okay. And do you want to tell us who you think's going to win?
TDM, what the fuck?
I ain't past the bar, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my shit.
Hi, I'm Trent Tucker, also known as Slits, and I play for 2T Sports.
Alright, how do you get into HoN?
When HoN first came out, I got introduced to the game from a close friend after playing Dota 1 for so long, and I've loved HoN ever since. It's a great game.
Okay, but what interests you in HoN and MOBA games in general?
just it's a great game in general. I like everything about HoN, just the 5v5. It's yeah.
All right. Do you have any other competitive experiences than HoN?
I've played HoN, Dota 2, World of Warcraft, and other MMO games competitively.
Oh, all right. How do you enjoy your role as the carry player in TT Sport?
I think I do well in my job as the carry player, and I also lead all the team fights and try and control the team. So I think me on carry is the best, and I feel I'm doing a good job at it.
Yeah, definitely. Could you list 3 words that would describe your character?
Confident, brave, and funny.
All right. Who do you think will win here at DreamHack and why?
I think Complexity will win. They're just a really strong team. They've been really strong for like the past 6 months.
And is there any shout-outs you want to make?
Yeah, shout out to everyone at home that's been watching me play at DreamHack, and all my fans. Shout out to my girlfriend Missy, and keep supporting Slicks.
I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
I am Kyle Swindelmelens Friedman. I was born in New York. I now live in Miami with my brother Z-Freak, who most everybody knows and loves. And yeah, there you go.
All right. And for how long have you been playing HoN?
Longer than I care to admit. I think closed beta, so probably like 3 Septembers ago, I'd say, something like that. Like very long, like probably summer 2009, I'd say.
All right. So what interests you about HoN and mobile games in general?
I don't think I don't think I'm good enough to play StarCraft 2 or anything like that. I really like video games. I like Dota a lot. And I don't know, I mean, it just kind of stuck with me. I used to play like Left 4 Dead and then switched up for HoN, and it's fun. I like it a lot. My brother likes it, and there's not many things you can do professionally with your little brother, so.
So as your role as that kind of utility ganker, how do you feel about playing that kind of role in your team?
I like it a lot. It's my favorite role to play. I guess it's kind of biased because I consider it the most important as well, just because you kind of direct the flow. And Heroes of Newerth is really all about initiation and who starts the fight and what position you do it in. And I've never been, like, I'm not like a really great solo laner or player, but I do have pretty good game sense of like when to go and how to time things. And I'm also really loud, so it fits.
All right. Could you list 3 words that would describe your character?
Geez. How about passionate, playful, and misunderstood.
Who do you think will win here at DreamHack and why?
Unfortunately, Complexity, and because they're just better than the other teams.
Cheap and cheerful. Expensive sadness. There's nothing to be crazy, 'cause you're born, baby, when you're straight.
I'm standing here with Breaky CPK, the lead commentator for HoNcast, and this is Thursday night after the last game. So how are you doing, Breaky?
Tired. I'm tired, that's for sure. But no, I'm feeling good, obviously. Another great DreamHack event. Just got finished with the first day, as you mentioned. It's awesome here, as always. The environment, the atmosphere, our booth is kick-ass this year. I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm expecting to enjoy it for the rest of the time, of course.
So could you tell us a little bit more, like how you got into casting, how you got into HoN?
Well, HoN, actually, I used to play Dota back in the day. I played a lot with a lot of friends, but one day, one of my friends actually said that I played with Dota with is like, I got this key for HoN, let's go ahead and try it. So sure enough, I tried it and fell in love instantly. The graphics, the smoothness and everything is just awesome. So really got attracted to it right off the bat. As far as casting goes, actually, I jumped into shoutcasting as a result of me trying to get into sports casting. So like basketball, football, things like that. And actually, I was looking for ways to get experience, and what better way than to log onto a video game and kind of just do your own thing, and well, here I am 3 years later, so short story.
That's pretty sweet. Now, so what do you enjoy the most about being a caster?
One, I mean, I'm casting video games for a living. that's a cool thing. That really is. No, but honestly, coming to events like this, doing interviews like this, you know, meeting fans and everything, it's a humbling experience. It really is. Knowing that there's people behind the computer and everything that actually watch you and appreciate what you do, makes it all that much more worth it. So it really is.
And like, where do you see yourself in like 3 years?
In 3 years, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I would love to stay around the Shoutcast thing. Hell, Heroes of Newerth, that would be amazing, especially 3 years from now if it's still going strong. But you know, realistically, we'll see what things lead, and we'll go from there. As I said, I would eventually still want to be a sportscaster if it comes to that for real sports and everything. But I'm having a good time right now, so not thinking too far ahead.
Okay. So like, if you could like use 3 words to describe yourself.
3 words.
3 words.
Kick ass.
There you go.
There's 2 words.
That's fine. That's good enough.
It's a long day. Did I say that already?
And one last question here, like, who do you think is going to win DreamHack? Who do you think is going to win?
Oh, okay. Well, so we had a show early on in the week, and I did pick Q Squad. I love Nova. You know, he's obviously had great success in the past with Fnatic. He's looking for his 5th straight personal DreamHack title. That really attracted to me, you know. But in the end, Complexity, I still think, has to be a favorite team. They're just looking so good lately. They beat Gary Johnson 2-0 today. That was their toughest competition, in my opinion, in Group A. I think they're gonna have a good time in this tournament. We'll see, but it is at the same time a lot of competition. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised on a lot of teams having a chance. So.
Okay, so I'm standing here with Tralfamador, the pro insight in the HoNGlacius duo. And so tell us about yourself, Tal.
I've played HoN, and then actually before that Dota for a total of like, I want to say 6 or 7 years almost. But I played a lot of HoN. I played for now what's Complexity. And I want to do a transition to casting because I think that I can do a lot for the community. And I wanted to bring a lot more viewers to the game that I love so much, which is HoN. So.
Okay, and like tell us a little bit about how you got into casting from the actual playing the game.
Well, DreamHack Summer, this last summer, I was talking with some of the people from S2. And, you know, they came up that they had a position for casting. And it sounded appealing to me. And like I said, I wanted the community to be more involved in HoN. And I thought I could do a good job because I knew so much about the game, being a professional player and on a top team at the time. So it just seemed like the right fit for me.
And so, like, what are the pros and cons of being a caster instead of actually playing the game?
Well, the pros is you don't have. It's not as scary. Like, there's not much pressure on you as a player. But the cons is obviously sitting in front of, you know, the computer watching what could have been you. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing. But it's still all fun in the end. Yeah,
and I see that I heard that you had like a lot of professional. You've been playing professional gaming for like several different games. Like, what games have you played?
I've played professional gaming. Well, I guess you don't call it professional, but I played a lot of Diablo too. I guess pretty much just HoN and Dota. So.
Okay, and what do you think about like Sweden and DreamHack like so far? Like, your 3 DreamHacks.
This is my 3rd one, and I love it. I mean, it's pretty cold, but other than that, everyone is so nice. Like. The people are so friendly, and everyone knows English. It's really awesome. I feel like an idiot because I don't know any other language, but it's nice here.
Okay. Okay, and if you could like describe yourself in 3 words, what would you use?
Reliable, honest, and hardworking. I feel like this is an ad.
Okay, thank you very much. It's Tralfamador. Thank you. Yeah,
With the war there is not. Actually, if he gets a body blocking by Zai, Moonman is going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh no, the actual tree goes down. I think actually Tempest ate it. Tempest ate the tree. Moonmeander ate the tree, which prevented Silhouette from tree grappling. Moonmeander will live most likely. They're still body blocking. The Thunder Blast comes out. A couple more auto attacks. They're all in right here. The axe misses. Oh no, but Stadia snipes them out. Wow! What a crazy bloodlust.
Tree grappling very offensively, and Moonmeander will go down. Look at Noob G using those Ghostbusters, using a very well-placed tree grapple. Philippine Luna, in comes Jesse Diamond. There's the Diamond from Magnus. There's the Gex on the turn on top, the Skull King trap, and Luna will fall. The Minotaurs are locking down Meraxis actually. Meraxis will be fine, but could not save his teammate. Jesse did a great job of actually stun locking Meraxis there specifically. HoNGlacius, run for your life, buddy. You're so in trouble. There we go. Magnus does it. Here comes Tempest. And Glacius will fall. Yes? Okay, Glacius will fall. The tower will take a lot of damage. Whoever that port was, it is canceled. So down goes Glacius. The tower down as well. And this could work out very well for Glacius now. Rendo heading up towards the jungle, and here also he's going to put a mount attack into a little bit of speed burst, and he's going to run right into them. Waxes with the counter, and Tremo's falling very quickly, and Tremo will mount to the ground. Trademark is for the great start. Quick man, a silhouette with the uphill attack, he just doesn't care, just going on the racks. And the jump though from Magnus will catch right there. Silhouette Porky out first though. Reaction from Moraxis in the background. Putting the Hellfire to Ophelia. And Trademark Esports looking pretty damn good in the meantime though. Hackster trying to do some work here. He does have his shrunken head up. Trying to finish off Wild, so maybe he will kill Walter right here. Looks like, but he's at half life. And Silhouette is still full life. Silhouette will get the kill on the Hackster. And now the Rack's going to start dropping. There's the kill to Franzi. And I think Trademark Esports, well, I don't know about a win just yet, but they're in a very good spot. Hat trick for Noob G. GG well played called. Trademark Esports takes game number 1 against Complexity Gaming here in your best out of 3 series. Oh, middle lane, Beacon in a lot of trouble, and Bloodlust Kill going to come out in favor of Trademark Esports.
Fleeting, I hear your quiet breathing. There's something wrong.
Ophelia's gonna be in a lot of trouble now, and actually Noob G picks up a double tap, and in response, Hellborn actually still get a tower. And oh no, Moonmanor porting out. As you know, the root comes out now. Moonmanor's gonna be in a lot of trouble. He tries to take cover, but he's gonna fall. So a big exchange with TDM.
All too easy to be helped and found.
He's denied the Sculptor King. Oh, Jesse, perfect timing right there with the deny. Here we go, the jump from Moonmator. The lockdown of the Give of the Force with the second missile. Darkly jumps in. They're trying to prevent the root from coming out, and they will. Give of the Force will fall. Silhouette telling the champion, however, but Darkly doing some work. Morax is going to fall right there. Here we go, the jump in from Morax right there. Silhouette with the ball. Trying to burn another circuit, but the shotgun head comes up. And look at Darkly destroying Trademark Esports right there. The plug is bouncing around, but not enough. However, the root going to come out on our Darkly. Maybe a little bit of trouble. Silhouette comes back, of course. That is actually, that is a fake Silhouette right there. The real one is right in the middle. Right in the middle right there. Yeah, she's falling back right now. Darkly. Plague Rider. No, not going to go away. The Talbot not enough. The Skunk getting locked up. A little of a fall. There's that jump coming out now. Succubus is going to fall, but Silhouette can't defend Keeper of the Forest. I don't believe so. Keeper of the Forest will go down. And Complexity Gaming fighting strong here in game number 2. We go, Succubus will coming out of Keeper of the Force, the Root coming out as well, or excuse me, the Killsword coming out. Are we going to see Root coming out from Keeper of the Force? Dark Knight will tear him apart before he can get it off. Miraculous in the meantime with that Matrix, chasing out Jesse, Silhouette pounding and damage, but a nice sleep on himself by Succubus right there. Not going to be enough though, the Plague is going to bounce around, and actually Dark Knight needs to get away from that. Ophelia's managed to drop right there. Dark Knight will fall. And Moon Meander will fall. I am not sure what Moon was thinking actually. For now, Moon is not done just yet. He wants this kill. Oh, but the damage out, but he's in a lot of trouble now. And Moon Meander will fall. Noob G. So here we go, the jump on the Dark Hoodie. Can they burst him down? Dark Hoodie falling. There's a Storm Spirit, but he's lost a lot of life. Oh, he burst down, and Dark Hoodie is dead. Glacius will fall. There's the kill to Ophelia.
Yeah.
And Insania, anything to say?
Games are too easy. Complexity, come on, you can do better.
Okay, and after the first game, there's a whole like switch of stadium and everything. Did that change anything?
What?
Oh,
the change from the computers?
Yeah,
I don't know. We had really many issues, but they had it as well. So I don't know. Yeah, it did change a lot, but yeah.
I had to play without Fog of War, so it was really frustrating. But I mean, we won, so.
Yeah. And there's a little bit of chit-chat in like the beginning about different complexity being like vote and stuff, and kind of like some chit-chat in the beginning of the game, and that they said they were going to win and stuff. Anything like, how did it feel just to like cram it in their face?
It feels really, really good. Everyone thought they were going to win like by far on the forums and everyone and everything, and I don't know. It feels really good that we beat them.
People put vote over us. I mean, come on, community, come on.
And then I guess I have some questions about like your HoN careers in general. Like, how did you get into professional gaming?
I started play more serious when I played World of Warcraft before and Counter-Strike 1.6, and then I played some HoN, and then I started to play with my brother Jesse, and then we started to move up in the competitive scene.
For me, it was I got taught a lot by Nova. Personally, he took the time. I met him in a TMM game as a random guy, and he was like, "You got potential," and he picked me up and taught me a lot. So big shout out to Nova.
Okay, and how's how's the DreamHack experience been so far? I mean, you won, so but still.
It has been really awesome. The schedule this year is really good, and I don't know. It's really nice to meet the people you talk with online and stuff. So it's been really good.
Completely agree. Big shout out to S2 Milk Fat.
Okay, so I'm standing here with Zai from Trademark Esports, and Zai, present yourself.
Yeah, I'm Ludwig, aka Zai. I'm 15 years old and Suicide player for Trademark Esports.
Do you want to tell us a little about your role as the Suicide player for Trademark Esports?
I mainly go to the off lane, the long lane, where I mostly face up against the enemy's team carry. In that lane, I try to get so much XP I can, so much gold I can, and then just try to be an asset to my team, pretty much.
And you're known for your WildSoul play. Your WildSoul big play micromanaging is famous throughout the HoN scene. You want to tell us when did your WildSoul get so good?
To be honest, I played in-houses with this guy called Sender. Most of you know him, and he was actually forcing me onto WildSoul long lane. At first, I didn't know how to play it, so I just went like 0-5 in the long lane. But I don't know. Eventually, I started learning and got pretty good at it.
Yeah, definitely. And you want to tell us the pros and cons of being the Suicide player?
Pros, I don't know. I think it's the most difficult lane. I think it's hard to master. Only a few players can actually play it well. Cons, it might get really boring if you don't get anything. Like you can start feeding a lot if you're not careful, and then the games can be really boring and prolonged.
Okay, and you want to tell us a little about how your DreamHack experience has been so far?
This DreamHack has been the best DreamHack, I don't know, ever, I think. I've been here a few times, but this beats everything. I mean, winning is a big part of it, but Milkfat did a great job on setting up the tourney. Like, the schedule was really great as well. We had some good sleep, we had good food, we had everything we needed, so it's amazing.
And we're, matter of fact, right after the final game, where Trademark Esports beat Complexity Gaming 2-0 against all odds, a lot of people would say. Any comment about that?
We were the underdogs, sure, but we managed to get on top. I think a lot of people are, appreciating us right now, and maybe losing faith in Complexity. I don't know.
Okay, so I am standing here with MyNuts, the drafter and team captain for TDM, and just tell us about yourself.
My name is MyNut. Oh, I'm just kidding. My name is Johan Andersson. My nickname is MyNuts. I've been playing competitive HoN since late August, I think, last year. And this is my first DreamHack victory. Feels awesome.
Okay, and you want to tell us a little bit about your role in Trademark Esports?
I'm mostly jungle or second support when in the rare occasions where we can't get the jungler. And I also do the drafting and the in-game calling.
And you want to tell us the pros and cons of being kind of lead your team in these games?
It kind of hurts your own performance, to be honest. You have to focus on everything that's going on. You need to know who has a TP, who doesn't have a TP on both your own team and the opponent's team. So it's a lot to keep track of. And if you make a bad call, your entire team gets punished.
Yeah. And we're actually right after the 2-0 win on Trademark Esports over Complexity Gaming. You want to tell us about how that felt, even being the underdogs, but like coming out 2-0?
That was amazing. Everyone, like every team on the competitive scene, has wanted someone to beat Complexity, and we finally did it. So, and we did it at the best time possible.
My name's Kezu, also known as Maurice Gutmann, or actually the other way around, but anyways. I'm the carry player for Team Vote, also known as Gary Johnson 2012, and I'm 17 years old.
Okay, you want to tell us about like how you got into like HoN and competitive HoN?
Yeah. So I played Dota with my real life friends, and HoN came out and they heard from other friends that it would be a really good game. So we all bought it together and we started playing it, and ever since I've been playing HoN.
Okay, and you want to tell us a little about the pros and cons of being the carry player for Vote?
So I think a good thing is that like you're like the guy who gets all the farm, and I like farming, so that's a pro for me at least. I get the items, I kill heroes and creeps of course early, but the hard thing is, or like a con, is that later on the game relies on you. Like if you screw up once, the game is over and you're kind of the guy who fucked up the game.
Okay, and you want to tell us about your experience in Sweden and DreamHack so far?
Well, I really like Sweden and DreamHack, and my experience has been good. This DreamHack wasn't that good because we didn't get out of group stages, because we didn't perform very well. But other than that, DreamHack is always awesome, and Sweden is a really nice country.
My name is Aaron Van Noot. I work at SG Games as a balance designer. I got into the business about 8 months ago. I was just a gamer like everybody else. I helped S2 out with a few things privately, beta testing, and they offered me a job. So that's, yeah.
So yeah, this is a man that's responsible for our Solstice, getting picked every game. Yeah, so at any time want to ask for a nerf or something, we're gonna go to him. So, like, what are the pros and cons of being a designer for us to get to like balance stuff and decide?
Well, of the pros is I work for a video game. You know, I wake up, I go, I'll go work on HoN for a little while. Then I take lunch and I go back and I play HoN for a little while. Then I go home. Life's tough, right? The cons are, well, you constantly have to be creative, and people don't understand that being creative all the time or constantly having to come up with fresh new ideas can actually be quite taxing. It's a little, it can be a little stressful at times. And then you create something so awesome like Solstice, and then you realize you're a genius, and then then you don't worry about it too much.
So you haven't received any like death letters, anything similar?
A lot of them, actually. A lot of them.
No, I sent a couple the other day, actually. Yeah.
I've had people walk by and shove me, and I'm like, wait, what's your deal, dude? And he's like, Solstice, sup? And walks away, and I'm like, not cool, man. It's not cool. It's a video game. Grow up.
You got a life. So just like 3 words that can describe yourself.
3 words.
Solstice poems, hopefully.
I like pie.
I do kind of a little bit of everything. I got into casting on a whim with StarCraft 2, and then after about a year of that, I moved into Heroes of Newerth and had the opportunity to work with It's Gosu. And after about 6 months of running tournaments with actually that guy right there, Mr. Dawes, him and I were kind of the 2 head guys behind the scenes. And then, of course, I worked at HoNGcast. I was casting DreamHack summer of this year. I was offered a job at S2, and then I ended up turning it down for an array of different reasons. And of course, now they've hired Tralf and Breaky are the main casters. So now I was working with Garena, and no longer. So I'm a free agent looking for work. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything in esports, though.
Okay, so do you want to like tell us about how you got into casting? Like, I know you kind of did, but
yeah, well, it's an interesting story, actually. I got into esports in general on a total whim, and it came with StarCraft 2. I bought StarCraft 2, again, on a whim. 2 days after it came out. I'm not really a big RTS player. I'm really, really bad. But it was really fun, and I discovered Team Liquid, and I was just blown away by how big that community is. I mean, the first time I was like, there are 10,000 people on this site right now just talking about StarCraft, and that just blew my mind. And I played in a couple of amateur tournaments, and they were really poorly run, and I just graduated university as a business major, and I thought to myself, well, I could do this a lot better than these guys. So I kind of got a team together of local friends, and we started organizing tournaments. And when it came to discuss, well, who's going to cast this, instantly everyone said, I don't want to do it, except for me. So I said, how hard can it be? Let's give it a shot. And practice makes perfect. Just put in 20, 30 hours a week of practice casting replays, and the rest is history. It's really just all about putting the hours in to get used to being on the mic.
Guys, anything sweet to say?
I feel fucking awesome. Rape my brother. Everything is good.
That came out very wrong.
No.
I raped my brother feels very good.
Okay, I raped him in game. Okay.